Good evening and welcome to WMBC News Tonight. I'm Mark Fontes. Thank you so much for joining us. Well, the Enterovirus has reached the Garden State. The disease, which causes flu-like symptoms as well as breathing problems, now has one confirmed victim in New Jersey, and there may be more out there. With no vaccination against it, the human immune system is basically on its own against Entero. Bert St-Pierre reports.
The virus that began in the Midwest has spread to the East Coast, and officials in Boston suspect 2 individuals have been infected with the Enterovirus 68. Here at the St. Peter's University Children's Hospital in New Brunswick, doctors are using respiratory panels to test for the virus.
If you had a severely ill patient, you try to distinguish what's causing that, and in that case you may use this. This will tell you whether you have Enterovirus or rhinovirus, which is another virus that's very similar.
There have been no reported deaths among those who have been diagnosed with Enterovirus 68. Symptoms are similar to the common cold, but Dr. Wenger says more alarming symptoms can develop that are similar to the flu.
Fever, which fever is probably more common in influenza, malaise, you don't just feel good, myalgias, this is what you might expect with this, and then respiratory tract, sneezing, coughing, and so forth, which you'd expect in this. So this is probably very like the flu.
Those who contract the virus experience it differently. Some children can be affected mildly, but children who suffer from respiratory issues are at higher risk of hospitalization.
It appears that those at greatest risks are those children who have underlying respiratory disease, such as asthma, for instance, seems to be the most common. It seems to exacerbate the asthma and make the respiratory distress more serious, involving in many cases intensive care.
Children have been the ones suffering from Enterovirus 68, but Dr. Wenger doesn't rule out that some adults have contracted the virus.
One of the things is they report that, it doesn't seem to happen in adults. I don't know that they look that much in adults. So I don't think adults are especially immune, so you may get it too. But then again, I would suspect that most of the illness is really mild, like any disease, like most viral infections.
Dr. Wenger says like flu season, we are currently experiencing Enterovirus season.
Enteroviral season runs from the summer and the fall, usually from about June through November. Okay? This virus seems to, the EVD68 seems to respond to that. I'd expect it to be gone by the time we reach November. Afterwards, when the other enteroviruses have passed, most of the outbreaks have corresponded to enteroviral season, so I'd expect we'd see, no matter how many cases we see up to now, that by November it'll probably run its course.
Reporting from New Brunswick, New Jersey, Bert St-Pierre, WMBC News.